Okay, so this is the color wheel. The color wheel has 12 colors. So the color the colors go around in a circle and they show us relationships. So it's important to have a color wheel or to make a color wheel. So the color at the top is yellow. It's the lightest color. Then on this side are the warm colors. So I'm going to go to yellow orange, orange, red orange, we're going to put some orange in there because that seems a little too dark. I'm doing this again in colored pencil because it's neater and I'm going to use it later when I'm drawing. Red, red violet, yellow green, I just put some yellow in there. That may be a little too dark. Green, this is kind of a dark green, so I'm going to put some of this in there as well. Blue green, I'm actually mixing with the colored pencil. That may need a little more blue in it. Blue, blue violet, and violet. My violet is, well, let's see what I can do. It's going to be small because this pencil is kind of on it's too small to sharpen. Okay, so now I have my color wheel here. So basically, this is the top, this is the bottom, then you have two in the middle and two in between, okay? So if I get a pencil and I make a triangle right here, so this shows you relationships between colors. So yellow, blue, and red are the primary colors. Those colors cannot be mixed. They're found in nature, and all the other colors on the wheel are mixed of between these three colors. If you're going for split primary, you can use a warm blue and a cool blue, a warm red and a cool red, and a warm yellow and a cool yellow. But just for right now, I'm just going to talk about the relationship. So on this line, these three colors are mixes of red and yellow. So yellow orange is yellow with a bit of red. Orange is equal parts yellow and red. Red orange is red with a bit of yellow. Between these two lines, or these two colors off of this line, these three colors are mixtures of blue and red. Blue violet is blue with a little bit of red. Red violet is red with a little bit of blue. And violet is equal parts red and blue. And same here, blue and yellow. These three colors are mixtures of blue and yellow. So yellow green is yellow with a little bit of blue. Green is equal parts blue and yellow, and blue green is blue with a little bit of yellow. Colors that are equally mixed are called secondary, so they form a triangle in the opposite direction. So if I come down here, green, violet, and orange are the secondary colors. They're each formed by a mix of two of the primary colors. So again, the primaries are red, yellow, and blue. The secondaries are orange, green, and violet. Now there's colors in between a primary and a secondary. So yellow is a primary, orange is a secondary. In between you have yellow orange, which is part yellow and part orange. This is called a tertiary color. So there's 6 tertiary colors. So in the name you see both the primary and the secondary, yellow, orange. The primary is always first and there's a dash. So red, orange. Red is the primary, right? So the tertiaries are yellow, orange, red, violet, blue, green, and yellow, green. So this is the lightest color, and as you go down this way, they get darker in value, and this is the darkest color. We also have a value of color chart. There are certain harmonious color schemes that people use in drawing and painting. Right now, I just want you to be able to identify the harmonious color scheme. So there's 6. We're going to use them later. So monochromatic is one color. It can be any color with tints, tones, and shades. So blue, blue with white, blue with gray, blue with black, maybe some white, black, and gray. And that would be the whole drawing. That would be considered a monochromatic drawing, and it would be considered harmonious. Complementary colors, how do you find them? You go directly across on the color wheel. So this is a complement. Yellow and violet, blue and orange, they're opposites. Green and red. Tertiaries can also be complements. So blue, violet, and yellow, orange are complements because they're opposite from each other on the color wheel. When you put like a blue thing next to an orange thing, the orange thing will stand out because blue is the opposite color. A triadic color scheme. So if I go back to this, a complementary color scheme would be complements with tints, tones, and shades of those colors. That is another harmonious color scheme. A triadic color scheme. So if I go back to my primaries with red, yellow, and blue, this is a triadic color scheme. It's forming an equilateral triangle, and it would include tints, tones, and shades, but you can rotate it. So you can rotate it to the position of secondary, which is green, violet, and orange with tints, tones, and shades, or you can rotate it 1 over. So it could be yellow, orange, red, violet, and blue, green. That would still be triadic. And though every color scheme includes tints, tones, and shades. split complement. I'm going down for a second. So split complement would be like if you want to do yellow and violet, but you want a little bit more of a like variety, you would so you're splitting the violet into the two colors next to it. So your split complement scheme would be yellow, blue violet, and red violet. Okay? This triangle is giving me a split complement scheme, and it can be rotated anywhere on the wheel. So if I rotated it over one, it would be yellow, orange, violet, and blue. Okay? And that would give you a split complement color scheme. That's including tints, tones, and shades. Double complement is two sets of complements, which forms a square or a rectangle on the color wheel. So if I choose red and green and orange and blue, that's going to give me a rectangle. This rectangle can be rotated, right? So that would be two sets of complements. There would be, an X in the middle plus tints, tones, and shades. If you rotated over one, you could do one with tertiary. So like red, orange, red, violet, blue, green, and yellow, green would also be a double complement scheme. So it's basically two sets of complementary colors. And analogous would be like colors in the same family. So red, orange, red, and red, violet. 3 or 4 colors that are next to each other on the color wheel. They're in the same family, plus tints, tones, and shades. It's a lot of information, and I'm going to do kind of exercises with it later, but this is what you need to get down first. So again, primary colors are red, yellow, and blue. All the colors are mixed from them. Secondary colors are mixes between two primaries, orange, green, and violet. Tertiary colors are a mix between a primary and a secondary. The 6 harmonious color schemes are monochromatic, complementary, triadic, double complementary, split complementary, and analogous.